Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. One Earth, one family, one future.
India took over the mantle of the G20 leadership on December 1st, 2022, as part of the series of over 200 meetings on various subjects scheduled to be held during the next 12 months. The first meeting of the Development Working Group was held in Mumbai from December 13th to 16th, 2022, while the first G20 Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting took place on December 13th and 14th in Bengaluru. Welcome back to the podcast series of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting on India's G20 Presidency. In this third episode, let me give you the quick highlights of all that took place in these two meetings, beginning with the Development Working Group meeting in Mumbai. Kicked off with opening remarks from Foreign Secretary of India, Shri Vinay Mohan Kwatra, the discussions of the Development Working Group highlighted India's role as the voice of the Global South and introduced the key priorities of the working group. These included harnessing data for development, mainstreaming lifestyle for environment across the globe, and accelerating progress on sustainable development goals through women-led development, digital transformation, and green transitions. Sessions 1 and 2 focused on accelerating progress on the sustainable development goals. Presentations were made on gender discrimination, just green transitions, and digital transformation. G20 delegates held discussions on existing bottlenecks for accessing sustainable finance and the need to strengthen efforts to achieve gender equality. The third session stressed on data for development, where delegates discussed the need for quality data and data with trust, role of private sector, and civil society and capacity building. Session 4 discussed lifestyle for environment, or LIFE, which is a central priority for India's G20 presidency. G20 delegates deliberated on ways to integrate it with localized realities and knowledge and identify suitable policy measures. The last session discussed the preparation of the 2023 G20 New Delhi update and the terms of reference for the outcome document. During this meeting, an exhibition of local Maharashtrian handicrafts and startups was also held. G20 delegates also visited a pottery making stall that was set up at the venue. With a view to providing an experience of India's rich architectural and cultural heritage to G20 delegates, an excursion to the Kanheri Caves in Sanjay Gandhi National Park was also arranged on December 16, 2022. Delegates also got a glimpse of cultural programs showcasing the rich folk dance and musical traditions of Maharashtra, including a high-energy percussion performance called Punedi Dhol. Now we move on to the first G20 Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting, which was held in Bengaluru, Karnataka. The aim was to seek the views of G20 members on India's G20 finance track priorities for 2023 across various work streams. Over the course of 2 days, 7 discussion sessions and 2 side events were organized. The first side event was in strengthening multilateral development banks, MDBs, to address shared global challenges of the 21st century, and it focused upon how such banks can help countries in addressing transboundary challenges. The second side event was on role of central banks in managing climate risk and in green financing. The major topics covered in the 7 discussion sessions included global economy and framework working group priorities, international financial architecture, infrastructure, sustainable finance issues, international taxation on the priority areas for 2023, global health and financial sector, and financial inclusion. In conclusion, the delegates were given a glimpse of the traditional as well as the contemporary culture of Karnataka through a vivid display of different art forms during the Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting. This is all from today's podcast. We will soon meet again to learn about the new developments from India's G20 presidency.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.